nolosha cusub soo dhawee nolosha cusub soo dhawee nolosha cusub soo dhawee.
Welcome to Integration TV. In this 4-episode special, we travel to Somalia to explore our beautiful homeland and learn about the people who are working hard to rebuild our country. Join me, your host, Holden Naleya, on this exciting journey as I meet the changemakers, dreamers, and lovers of life in Mogadishu. On today's show, we'll meet a young, hard-working, pregnant mother and surprise her with a special treat. In A Way of Life with Brother Mohamed DIINI, we discuss the role of Hooyo in Islam. Finally, we'll ride a mini taxi and cruise the streets of Hamarweyne. This is Integration TV, the first English television for Somalis around the world. Integration TV in Somalia, brought to you by the Government of Turkey, redefining humanitarian aid. Hi, Kalasoba. Why are you acting so shy? Haskadisa. I just met this beautiful young lady. Her name is MOHAMED, and for me, I'm always touched by women in Somalia because not only is she working hard in this restaurant as a cleaner, her and her mother, but guess what, guys? She's 7 months pregnant. So I'm a mom, and today we're gonna treat a mom to something special. Her and I asked her, where do I buy the best batis in Somalia? So she's gonna take me bati shopping, and I'm gonna take her bati shopping to treat her for the day as a woman who do so much in our country. Hey, there's Mama. Hi, Hooyo. Can you imagine these women all work together, mashallah, in the same restaurant? Yeah. Well, all Mamoyin, yes. So let's go. We're gonna go shopping in the market. We'll be right back. Come on. Again. Music mo is that? No? Well, that's better. Have to start with that, yeah. This helps sound better though. بري هو waxaa maqli jiray gabdhaha markay dali waayaan gaari baa la geliyaa inay run me ashkaraas
markan ku arkaan ka maqsuudila murugadan qabe ooyoy macaan muuqaagu iga mayrila dibtan Somali ooyoy warkawan ka maqsuudila murugadan qabe ooyoy macaan muuqaagu iga may
change ma haysan sarif
APC aan u turnaa
okay isoo tur lacag
waa haysataa
ya gabadhan ma haysta adiga okay gabadha u tur
hada ku turasana okay number tag waa ku turay
ma akane
perfect
waska marae ooyoy macaan.
Integration TV in Somalia, brought to you by the Government of Turkey, redefining humanitarian aid. Welcome back to Integration. Our Way of Life segments from Somalia with Brother Mohamed DIINI continue as we discuss today Hooyo. Amazing. The word mom, a simple word that means so much in this world. And Brother Mohamed DIINI is going to give us an enlightening discussion on what Somali mothers signify and how strong they've kept this country going.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. So speaking about the mother, Hooyo, I'll tell you what, there's a hadith of the Prophet ﷺ where he speaks about the womb of a mother, right? And he says that when Allah had created the womb, Allah spoke to the womb. Well, the womb actually spoke to Allah. And it said to Allah, "Oh Allah, could I make a request?" Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, yes. Then the womb where we all came out of said, "Oh Allah, promise me that you connect whoever connects me and disconnect whoever disconnects me. Yeah? Oh Allah, that you keep close whoever keeps the ties of kinship close, and whoever disconnects whoever comes out of me, oh Allah, disconnect them. And Allah said, I promise that I'll do that. And to show you how close you are to me, one of my attributes is Ar-Rahman, the most merciful. And in the Quranic Arabic, right, Rahm is the word for a womb, right? So you could see how closely related they are. But you know, speaking about mothers, I think about my very own mother. I think about the struggles that she had gone through. I think about, she had all 6 of us when she was 23. And that's about the time when my father had gotten sick. May Allah bless his soul, passed away now. So she stopped wanting to become whoever she wanted to become in life at 23, because we were more important than her, and because my father had gotten ill. So taking care of him, my father, her husband, her partner in life, taking care of him, and us had become more beloved to her than her very own life. And so speaking about mothers, I know that she has gone through everything there is in the book. She had traveled 10,000 miles away from this country, from Somalia, to the other end of the world, all because she wanted us to have that which she had never had. She gave us not only what she had, but also what she did not have. She wanted us to live a better life than the one that she did. She wanted us to be happier than she ever was. And I think it's a responsibility, an obligation on me, and I tell this to as many people as I meet, just about all of my lectures. It's a divine, godly obligation upon all of us to make them happy. And now that we're older, to make sure that they don't ever hurt one more single second of their lives. We're here to work for them, to serve them, and they should be just laying back, just chilling, because we should be the ones working to making them happy and earning for them and all that.
So in Somalia, women struggle a lot. Maybe there's a breakdown in the families in the country. There's a lot of men have been lost during the war. How can we give hope to those women in this country?
We should appreciate them more. You'd be surprised how much wonders a good word can do for someone. To try to appreciate them within the family, within society, by our leaders, by our sheikhs and Islamic scholars, by the fathers themselves, to appreciate all that they've done for us as their sons and daughters, but also for our community. Had it not been for Allah and our mothers, Somalia would have probably ceased to exist a very long time ago. So appreciate them, I think, and then pray for them. Pray for them. Everything is in the hands of Allah, and to try to go and seek out that Jannah that's at the feet of our mothers should also be a pursuit for all of us to take serious.
Once the buzzing shopping market in Mogadishu, Hamarweyne Market has returned with shops and uplifted merchants selling the latest items. Whether you need a suitcase, the hottest dira, or some sweets, it's all available. The merchants are so friendly, and I just love the smooth roads. You know the economy's back when people are shopping. No offense, but this place is way cleaner than East Lee in Nairobi. Integration TV in Somalia, brought to you by the government of Turkey, redefining humanitarian aid. In our Let's Talk About It segment this week, we continue our conversation about the challenges diaspora women face when returning to Somalia. So how do women that come back, like yourself, how do you adjust to dress code change? I know you don't dress like that in Europe.
I do now.
Now
I think
you do, right?
For me, I think it's been a wonderful and an amazing journey to be back home. But I think initially it was difficult.
to be told constantly what to wear, how to wear it. I remember when I first came, I was wearing a dress and a cardigan, and my scarf was quite loose at the time. And I was walking somewhere.
It's getting tighter over the years, huh?
Yeah. And somebody actually said to me, "Mahalaqa wantahay," and that came as a shock to me because
You're like, I am so
I'm
close.
covered from head to toe. Like, what could you be possibly talking about? You know. So I think it's an extremely conservative society, and it takes a lot of time getting used to. I think even dressed the way I am
How
now.
do women get used to that? Let's say girls that want to come back that may necessarily not have been, you know, just asturan but not according to how much asturan this country is. How do they adjust to that? What was your process in that?
I think you get used to it after a while. I think for me, I had a lot of diaspora friends at the time, and the distinctions I learned to make in the end was that in certain places you can dress a certain way, in other places you can't. And I still hold to that. Like, I would dress like this if I'm driving somewhere, but if I want to go for a walk, I wouldn't really think this was the most appropriate way of dressing.
Yes.
Just so that I wouldn't attract a lot of attention.
Yes.
So
in this country, you have to not really draw attention to yourself.
Yeah, for me, I think it's probably more of a personal choice. But yeah, I mean, you already tend to attract attention because people will know that you are a diaspora. I mean, I can wear in the sharer and the
But they already know you're different.
Exactly.
Come
That's
on.
the thing. Yeah, they do. They do. That's true. But I don't think I want that extra bit of attention, you know. So, but I think it's each to its own, you know. Everyone has their own way of coping with it and dealing with it.
So, Sagal, do people judge the local women that come back, like the diaspora women that come back locally?
They charge diaspora in general, not only women.
What about the women? Is it more harsher for them?
Always they will tell you diaspora, they come with the attitude of you know, and the culture that where they come from.
Yeah.
Especially those who came from Western countries.
But is it unusual for them to see
when
women?
It's women,
Yeah.
it's a little bit, you know, there's a extra dose. Like, because she's a woman. Because there's a dress code involved.
Yeah.
It's like being women and, you know, shy and like always less taking her, you know, rights involved. So yes, in that case, women always get more like the lion's share. What they say, they get the lion's share, but diaspora in general they get charged. Overall,
you believe? What do you want to tell women in the diaspora that have professional jobs that may want to consider coming back to Somalia?
Oh, I think it would be brilliant if more people came back. I think this is a country that needs as much help and support as possible. I think there is so much to be done, and I think, you know, I've only been here for 2 years, but already in the 2 years I've been here, I see a lot of changes, a lot of positive changes, and I think that's something that we as Somalis from all over the world can contribute to. I think, you know, it's a country that belongs to all of us, whether we're locals, whether we left here when we were young, whether our ancestors are Somali, you know, and I think there's just a lot of opportunities here, and I think it's a good opportunity to be able to help everybody as well.
That's wonderful. I think so too. So Sagal, what advice do you want to say to local women who may want to climb the professional ladder? Like, how do you train more young girls to go into professional careers? Is there a challenge like that here?
really, I tell, like, I've been teaching in university. I remember like 2 years ago, and I had a female students, and usually I used to tell them like what happens is they always try to stay the back seats and not talk loudly, and even if they want to talk, they will cover their mouth. And I used to tell them nobody's gonna give it to you, hand it over to you unless you take it. You have to come forward and take it. And I think the society will always. I don't believe it's hate for women, but it's the way they are, and they try to always push you back in a corner that they decided, and they lined for you, and you have to always tell them in a very professional, technical, with respect. You have to tell them, no, I'm sorry, but this is not my role. And I think where we can get our inspiration is our mothers, all those of us who survived in civil war. Their mothers were the biggest factor of surviving and being, the family being better. And if you go around, you will see all the hard works done by women. But when it comes certain circles, then it comes, okay, right there. Here you go back. It's not your area, and that's what we're trying to. And another issue, for example, when we go more official, let's say jobs. When somebody is thinking, to sit somewhere and think about how do we select someone for that position, all that comes into their mind is men. Women don't come. Like, hebel, yehebel, yehebel. And if you say heblayo, they would be like, wow, really?
Heblayo. Like,
Yeah,
that doesn't even
let's
exist,
think
right?
about that. So that is something that needs always to be broken. That's a circle that needs to be broken.
Exactly.
And I think that we need to step up. We need to do something that forces everybody to see us and to recognize us instead of sitting somewhere and complaining.
So women
Because
should speak up.
I think we're not doing that great though. Like, though we're complaining so much, we're not doing as it takes to be.
So women are not advocating more for these situations.
Not as much as it needs.
So how can that be accomplished? Should we
I
set up like a women organization in Hamara that
actually
fights for job equality?
We have many organizations, like, but they melted in the like the differences in the like everything else that's going on. They forgot the basic. Sometimes, not all of them, but sometimes they forgot the basic reason that they established for. So I think, yes, we need always, no matter what we do, no matter what position we are, no matter where we are, to always have in back of our head, women needs to be pushed forward.
I love it. Well, I want to thank you, ladies, for joining me today, right on this beautiful beach. I'm just in awe all the time that this is our land, this is our country, that we can contribute so much to. And I think as women, I always say, you know, you empower a woman, you empower an entire nation. So I look forward to seeing more women coming back to Somalia. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
This is Integration TV, the first English television for Somalis around the world.